The rise of small Swedish side Ostersunds FK under the stewardship of current Brighton boss Graham Potter was quite extraordinary. Founded less than 23 years ago in September 1996, Ostersunds were playing in the 4th tier of Swedish football in 2011. 3 promotions in 5 seasons saw them play top-flight football for the first time in 2016. A 5th place finish at a first Svenska Cupen title in 2017 was enough to earn the Swedes a qualification spot for the Europa League, where they overcame Turkish giants Galatasaray, Folash of Luxembourg and Greek outfit PAOK to reach the group stages. They then went one better, finishing second in a group topped by Athletic Bilbao and propped up by Hertha Berlin. Ostersund's first knockout game was a fairy tale matchup against Arsenal, and although it proved to be a step too far, losing 4-2 on aggregate, the club did record a famous 2-1 win at the Emirates, and that is the game that we are interested in here. The request for this was the top comment on one of our videos, hence why I'm doing it, so always feel free to send your ideas and likes in my direction. Here is the Ostersunds starting 11 for their 2-1 win over Arsenal. Where are they now? Aly Keita, Ostersunds. Basically half of the Ostersunds starting 11 from their February 2018 win over Arsenal are still with the club, and naturally will devote a little bit more time to those who have left than those who are still there. Swedish-born Guinea international goalkeeper Aly Keita, who Ostersunds plucked from the 3rd tier of Swedish football, is still with the club now. Ronald Mukibi, Ostersunds. Another Swedish-born Ostersunds player who recently accepted a call-up from an African nation, Ronald Mukibi, won his first Uganda cap in a 1-0 victory over Ivory Coast in June. Capable of playing at centre-back or right-back, Mukibi joined Ostersunds on a permanent deal from BK Häcken in 2016 following a season on loan at the club. He has since made 37 appearances at the Jamskraft Arena. Sotirios Papagiannopoulos, FC Copenhagen. Born in Sweden to 2 Greek parents, hence perhaps the most Greek-sounding name you're ever likely to hear, Sotirios Papagiannopoulos has played in both Sweden and Greece. A quick and strong 6'3" centre-back, Papagiannopoulos made his name with Asteriska in the 2nd tier of Swedish football, prior to making a big move to PAOK in Greece. He never got much of a shot in Greece, and after just 5 games for the club, Graham Potter brought him back to Sweden in a move to Ostersunds. He had 3 impressive seasons under the Englishman, including a starring role in the Europa League, as Ostersunds knocked out his former club PAOK before departing for FC Copenhagen in May 2018. He won the Danish Superliga and made 19 appearances in his debut campaign at the Parken Stadium, and has now been capped 4 times by the Swedish national team. Tom Pettersson, Ostersunds. Versatile Ostersund stalwart Tom Pettersson has been a regular fixture for Ostersunds since joining the club from IFK Göteborg in 2016. He can play in central midfield, holding midfield, left back, and even as an emergency forward, but is most frequently played at centre back. Big, strong, and dependable, Pettersson is still with Ostersunds, and the 29-year-old remains uncapped at the time of recording. Dennis Widgren, Hammarby. Talented left-back Dennis Widgren came through the youth ranks at Ostersunds, and he was a one-club man up until January 2019. After more than 200 appearances over an 8-year period with the Swedish minnows, contributing to every stage of their rise from the 4th tier to victory at the Emirates, Widgren departed for fellow Allsvenskan outfit Hammarby earlier this year. Hammarby have the highest average attendance in the Swedish top flight, and they finished 4th in 2018, 2 places above Ostersunds. Widgren has been a regular fixture for the former Intertoto Cup winners since his arrival, but he too is yet to win a first senior cap for Sweden. Hossam Aiesh, Ostersunds. Another Swedish-born player who had the option of representing more than one nation at international level, Hossam Aiesh, is of Palestinian descent, and he declares his intent to represent Palestine rather than Sweden in 2017. 8 months later though, and Aiesh was making his senior Sweden debut against Finland, which remains his only cap at the time of recording. A speedy right winger who is good on the ball, Aiesh joined Ostersunds, like Ronald Mukibi, from BK Häcken in 2015. He has since scored 12 goals in 99 games for the club, and one of those goals was the opener against Arsenal 18 months ago. Curtis Edwards, Ostersunds. Curtis Edwards hasn't taken the traditional career path of a Middlesbrough-born footballer, it would be fair to say. He was released by his hometown club at the age of 18 and found himself playing for Thornaby in the 9th tier of English football as recently as 2015. He took a radical decision to join a team in the 5th tier of Swedish football, and although he later returned to Thornaby, Swedish football would provide Edwards' career with a real spark later on. He joined Ostersunds in 2016 and established himself as a regular in 2017. Hard-working and incredibly versatile, Edwards can play in a variety of positions, but typically operates through the centre of midfield. He is still with Ostersunds now and is one of the club's most important players. Boanori, Bali United. Boanori was born in Iran, raised in Sweden, capped by Iraq, and now plays in Indonesia. Yeah, one can hardly accuse this Ostersund side of lacking culture and diversity. Nori joined Ostersunds in 2013 when they were in the second tier, and immediately became a key man in the middle of the park. Whilst Edwards provided grit and energy, Nori was a bit more creative, looking to dictate play and pick passes. He spent 5 seasons with Ostersunds as a regular in midfield and as the club's designated penalty specialist, but joined top-flight Indonesian outfit Bali United in 2018. I can think of worse places to live. Ken Sema, Watford. Perhaps the most high-profile Ostersunds export, at least to our viewers, since we get more views from the UK than anywhere else, Ken Sema spent 2.5 years with the Swedish outfit. A powerful wide man with quick feet and a willingness to run at defenders, Sema joined Ostersunds in 2016 after he was relegated from the second tier with Youngskill. He played a huge role in Ostersund's Svenska Cupen title and their Europa League run, including scoring the second goal in their 2-1 win at the Emirates. Watford decided to take a chance on the 25-year-old last summer, signing him for a reported fee of £2 million. He made 18 appearances under Javi Gracia last season, scoring once in a 3-3 draw with Bournemouth. Samangado, Amiens. The second best known Ostersunds export after Sema, Samangado, is probably even more talented than the Swede. Godot was actually capped twice by Sweden back in 2017, but after he wasn't called up for the country's final 2018 World Cup qualifiers, he applied to switch his allegiances over to Iran. He did so successfully and went on to represent the country at the 2018 World Cup and has scored 2 goals from 21 caps for the West Asian nation to date. Godot can play on either flank, up front, or in attacking midfield, and it's in the last of those 3 roles that I think he plays his best football. He has good technique, an impressive turn of pace, and can strike a ball really well from distance. Godot left Ostersunds to join Amiens in Ligue 1 last season, and after only 4 goals in his debut campaign, one would expect an improved tally next season. Jamie Hopcutt, Ostersunds. A little bit like Curtis Edwards, Jamie Hopcutt was meandering around the non-league game in England before his career got a real injection of hope in Scandinavia. Released by his hometown club York City in 2010, Hopcutt had brief stints with the now defunct Ossett Town and 9th tier Tadcaster Albion, where he looked like falling out of love with the game. Graham Potter took a chance on Hopcutt in 2012 though, after he scored a hat-trick during a trial day at Warwick University. Initially signed on a 3-month contract, it has now been 7.5 years since the Englishman arrived at Ostersunds. A 3rd tier club at the time, Hopcutt is now a star man for the top flight outfit. That's it for the starting 11, but we should mention one of Ostersunds' substitutes, Alhaji Guerrero, since he has since left the club. In fact, Guerrero has since left the club, rejoined, and then left once more, having departed for Iran in 2018 and then to fellow Swedes Helsingborgs in 2019. A really strong and industrious target man, Guerrero played 91 games for Ostersunds in total, and he only left for Helsingborgs last month. We should also mention the Ostersunds manager for their famous victory over Arsenal, since he was the man who orchestrated it all in many respects. Graham Potter did a magnificent job in Sweden, but could still be considered somewhat fortuitous to be managing a Premier League team next season. Potter left Ostersunds to join Swansea City last summer, and although the Swans played some nice stuff at times, they only finished 10th in the Championship. Nevertheless, following Chris Hughton's departure, Brighton named Potter as his replacement, and he has a big job on his hands at the Amex next season. That's it for today's video. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Since you've got this far and in exchange for eternal good luck and happiness, why not subscribe and turn on notifications for the ever brilliant HITC Sevens.
This is a Chucky Beat production.